ties to, and thank you for joining us on this Veterans Day. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And a lot of things going on today to help our veterans, and not a bad day so far.
So far, we are starting out dry and mild, but today is an alert day. This is due to widespread heavy rain coming in for the afternoon and tonight. So we may be seeing some flooding issues, some ponding on the roadways. That's why we issued an alert day.
Wow, so maybe get out for lunch instead of dinner.
Yes, so the rain starts around noon, 12:30, so definitely maybe get out earlier this morning if you have to walk the dogs or do anything to start. We are very mild in the 40s and 50s. We have 51 in Richfield Springs, 52 degrees in Earlville and in Whitesboro. But today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are expecting widespread heavy rainfall. It looks to start around noon, 12:30, with the heaviest of rain being during the evening commute, so 5 to 6 p.m. That could cause some ponding on the roadways, possibly some localized flooding. And even tonight, a cold front moves through overnight between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. That's when some thunderstorms are also possible. So today we are expecting widespread heavy rainfall starting this afternoon through tonight. It looks to linger a little bit into tomorrow with a few thunderstorms possible overnight. We do dry out tomorrow and cool down very quickly, with cooler weather moving in for the rest of the weekend into next week, and even some snow chances early next week. But for today, be careful when driving for the evening commute. It is going to be a little bit breezy, and we are going to be seeing widespread rainfall. And I will touch a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it.
Welcome back. Once again today, widespread rain is expected starting around noon, maybe a little bit after, and continuing through tonight. That is due from the remnants of what was Hurricane Nicole. That lingers into scattered showers early tomorrow, but we do look to dry out tomorrow. It is going to be cloudy, and temperatures will continue to drop throughout the day, getting a little bit cooler. For Sunday and Monday, we will be a lot cooler. Temperatures just near 40 for the high. A few scattered rain and snow showers are possible on Sunday, and those snow showers may linger a little bit into Monday morning. So at this point, snow is definitely possible for Sunday and Monday. So here's a look at our weekend. Scattered showers continue Saturday morning. Our high temperature near 60 happens in the morning. Then temperatures will drop throughout the day. A lot cooler on Sunday with a few rain and snow showers possible throughout the day. That may linger a little bit into Monday. So here's a look at the chance of seeing some snow. It does look like up north on Sunday, definitely seeing some snow, and overnight Sunday into Monday, Mohawk Valley and south of the Mohawk Valley could also have a chance of seeing some snow as well. So we will keep you updated on this, but it is going to get a lot cooler for next week, Gary.
It is November. Hannah, thank you. As those living along the Florida coast take stock of the damage left behind by Hurricane Nicole this morning, the storm continues to churn and is unleashing what it has left as it moves up the coast. Nicole made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, but is now once again a tropical storm. NBC's Jay Gray is in Jensen Beach, Florida this morning with more.
Crashing the shoreline in the early morning hours, Hurricane Nicole continuing a violent attack that began long before landfall. For the better part of a full 24 hours, the massive system unleashing strong winds, rain, the storm surge in some areas as much as 6 feet, chewing away protective sand dunes. Erosion started by Hurricane Ian, made much worse by Nicole. The water rushing across roads and into homes and businesses, seawalls crumbling, structures too, others dangling near the water's edge.
Mother Nature's unbelievable.
In so many ways. By the afternoon here in Jensen Beach, sunshine with patchy clouds. All of the rain, the wind is just about gone. The heavy surf here, the only reminder of the storm.
We have about another tidal cycle or two until we should see things back to normal.
As normal as things can be in the wake of back-to-back storms. Jay Gray, NBC News, Jensen Beach, Florida.
And at least 2 people have been killed in Florida due to Hurricane Nicole. The damage obviously pretty intense in some spots. This is what it looks like in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. This is about 150 miles north of where Jay Gray was. Homes along the ocean are leveled, foundations washed away, and retaining walls collapsed. While some homes are destroyed, others went untouched. Many of these same areas were still getting over damage from Hurricane Ian just a few weeks ago. And sticking with the weather theme, a new weather satellite is now orbiting Earth from space following its launch from California. The equipment supports essential forecasts for extreme weather events and will feed daily weather models as well as monitor climate change. It's possible that the technology could be developed more to make it to Mars or even Venus. The time now is 5:14. Still ahead on Sunrise, more turmoil.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies this morning, and things are going to change today. We are going to be seeing some widespread heavy rainfall. Today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Cloudy skies to start. We are very mild. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. A lot warmer than the past couple of days. And it is going to be on the warmer side today, but we are expecting rainfall. So definitely heading out the door, I would grab my umbrella for later and that rain jacket. Rain looks to come in around noon, and it looks to last for the rest of today. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because of this. Localized flooding is also possible, as well as ponding on the roadways for the evening commute, because the heaviest of rain looks to be between 5 and 6 p.m. So definitely be careful when driving later. Overnight tonight, a cold front moves through around 4 a.m. That brings in some more heavy rain, another round of it, and even possibly some thunderstorms along with this cold front. So overall, we're expecting 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Heavier rain looks to stay to our western portion of our viewing area just because of the track of Tropical Storm Nicole at this point. So once again, this amount of rain in general can cause some localized flooding issues as well as ponding on the roadways. As you are heading out the door this morning, though, everything should be fine. We are cloudy, dry, and very warm to start, but for the evening commute, definitely be very, very careful. That's when the heaviest of rain is going to be falling, and that could cause some ponding on the roadways as well as visibility issues. So at this point, we are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but Tropical Storm Nicole is slowly moving up the coast. Once it reaches us, it will just be a low pressure system with heavy rain. It looks to come in around noon. After all that widespread heavy rain moves through, it looks to kind of taper off by 8 p.m. This cold front will approach from the west. That will approach overnight, bringing in another round of heavy rain between the hours of 3 or 4 a.m. overnight, as well as a few thunderstorms. So let's take a look at that on the Skycast. We start out warm and cloudy this morning, but dry. Around noon, 12:30, so this is 12:30, starting to see some rain coming in at this point, turning widespread and heavy for the evening commute. This is 4:30 p.m. At this point, we can see a lot of heavy spots. It is widespread. And then by 6, 7 p.m., it will start to taper off a little bit, but we are still going to be seeing heavy rain at that time. It looks to taper off into the night, but between 3 and 4 a.m., this is 2:30 a.m., we are starting to see another round of heavy rain starting to move through. Thunderstorms are also possible with this, and we slowly clear out Saturday morning. So Saturday will be dry, mostly cloudy, and a little bit breezy with temperatures dropping throughout the rest of the day. So for today, we are starting out cloudy and dry, very mild. Rain comes in around noon. It turns widespread and heavy for the evening commute, and another round of rain and possibly some thunderstorms possible overnight. So just be careful when driving. Localized flooding is possible, as well as ponding on the roadways. We dry out for cloudy skies, breezy conditions, and cooler weather for Saturday, and it remains cool next week with some snow chances, Gary.
Look at that warm temperature tonight.
Yes, tonight going to be very warm. We are in the 50s because, I mean, we're still seeing the rain from Tropical Storm Nicole.
And then it drops.
Yes, then it drops.
Hannah, thank you. Well, January 20th, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. And what can the folks expect as they take them out to lunch or dinner?
So definitely this morning I would plan to get out because around noon, maybe a little bit after, that's when we will start seeing rainfall from the remnants of what's now Tropical Storm Nicole. And that heavy rainfall continues tonight. We could be seeing some flooding issues.
Wow, so get out there this morning, enjoy the breakfast. It'll be dry at least.
Yes, it will be dry, and it's pretty warm to start. So temperatures right now are in the 40s and 50s, a big warm up compared to the past couple of days. We have 51 degrees in Whitesboro and Earlville, 52 degrees in Richfield Springs. Springs and Cooperstown, but we have issued a storm tracker to alert day for today. Widespread heavy rainfall is possible starting a little bit after noon, maybe 1 p.m., and that lasts through tonight, possibly causing some localized flooding and ponding on the roadways. The heaviest of it is going to be during the evening commute. Thunderstorms are also possible overnight tonight as a cold front coming in from the west that is totally different from Tropical Storm Nicole does move through. So for today, widespread heavy rainfall is possible afternoon and evening, possibly some ponding on the roadways and localized flooding issues. We're also going to be seeing some thunderstorms and some more rounds of heavy rain overnight. We dry out tomorrow, but we really cool down during the day tomorrow and possibly see some snow chances for the beginning of next week. So for today, expect some rain starting this afternoon. That will last through tonight. And then we'll be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away.
Welcome back. Something cool that was caught this morning by Julie O'Brien. It was sent in. This is a lunar halo around the moon, and that is when refraction or reflection of light from the moon goes off of ice crystals, which is caused by high-level clouds like those cirrus clouds and cirrus stratus. And it was cool to see this morning because it usually means impending, upcoming, like unsettled weather is on the way, because cirrus clouds and cirrus stratus clouds usually precede rain or storm systems. So this was something cool to see this morning because it does look like we are going to be seeing rain today, and that's from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. So once again, we have issued a storm tracker 2 alert day for today due to that widespread heavy rainfall. Looks to come in this afternoon, but the heaviest rain is going to be during the evening commute. That could cause some ponding on the roadways, some localized flooding. We are also going to be seeing another round of rain overnight that could be heavy at times, and thunderstorms are also going to be possible in the overnight hours. So definitely just be careful when driving on flooded roadways. I'm not saying the flooding will happen, but if you do see any areas of ponding or flooding, just be very careful driving through it. Or even if it is flooded, don't drive through it at all because it can ruin your car and stuff like that. So just be careful when driving for this evening commute. Gary.
Thank you. About 100 people will be warmer this winter.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We start out mild and cloudy but dry this morning, but today is a storm tracker 2 alert day because we are going to be seeing some widespread heavy rain later on. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Once again, dry and cloudy to start, very warm compared to the last 2 mornings, but I would definitely grab the umbrella as I am heading out the door, as well as the rain jacket, because rain looks to come in starting around noon, maybe a little bit after, becoming heavy for the evening commute. So that is why we issued a storm tracker 2 alert day. All of us are going to be seeing widespread heavy rainfall, especially during the evening commute, which could cause some ponding on the roadways, as well as some localized flooding. It does look to kind of taper off around 8-9 p.m. from Tropical Storm Nicole, but then a cold front approaches from the west. That brings in another round of very heavy rain, gusty winds, and maybe even a few thunderstorms, and that looks to be overnight. So widespread, looking to be between 1 to 2 inches of rain that could cause some flooding issues of itself, but the western portion of our viewing area may be getting a little bit more, because that is where the path of Tropical Storm Nicole looks to go, with the heaviest of rain remaining west. So this morning, shouldn't have any problems driving to work or wherever you are going. Cloudy and warm to start, but for the evening commute, be very careful. We are going to be seeing widespread heavy rain, ponding on the roadways, possibly seeing some localized flooding issues. So dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Here's the low pressure system associated with Tropical Storm Nicole. That moves up our coast, bringing in that widespread heavy rainfall for this afternoon through this evening. A cold front moves in from the west for overnight. That brings another round of heavy rain, possibly even some thunderstorms and really gusty winds with that as well. We do dry out early tomorrow morning, so I will map that out on our Skycast. Starting out dry and cloudy. Around noon, 12:30, we will start to see some rain moving in at this point. It doesn't look to become heavy until around 4 or 5 p.m. Now, this is 4:30 p.m. when people are driving home. When you are driving home, it does look very heavy and widespread at this time, so just be careful of that. This is 6:30 p.m., still seeing some heavy spots. We are starting to see some breaks, and we will continue to see a few breaks tonight after 9 p.m. But then this is 2:30 a.m. That cold front approaches us from the west. That brings in another round round of really heavy rain, gusty winds, possibly some thunderstorms, but we look to completely dry out for Saturday morning. We will remain cloudy, a little bit breezy with a few breaks of sunshine on Saturday, and temperatures will drop throughout the day. So for today, we are starting out dry, but those remnants come in around noon, maybe a little bit after, and become very heavy this evening. Tonight, another round of heavy rain moves through due to that cold front moving in from the west. So today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We could be seeing some ponding on the roadways, possibly some localized flooding issues. We dry out for most of the day on Saturday, and then we really cool down for next week with some snow chances coming in Sunday and Monday. We'll be right back.
Thank you for joining us on this Veterans Day. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. And for those folks who are taking their loved ones out to breakfast, lunch, or dinner, what can we expect?
So I would definitely go out for breakfast because we are dry and mild to start. It looks like rain will come in just after noon, and it will continue being widespread and heavy tonight.
Yeah, brave it out for those veterans. Get out there in the rain and take them out.
Yes, we'll try to. We had issued an alert day because there may be some flooding issues. So we are starting out dry and mild this morning. According to our sky watchers, we are mostly in the 40s and 50s. We have 48 degrees in New Hartford, 51 degrees in Inlet. And looking to the south, we have 50 degrees in Cooperstown and 45 degrees in Lawrence to start. But today's a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall. This is due to the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. We could be seeing some localized flooding as well as ponding on the roadways because the heaviest of rain looks to be for the evening commute. Another cold front moves through overnight that's not related to Tropical Storm Nicole, and that brings in another round of some heavy rain and thunderstorms also possible overnight. All this dries out tomorrow, but just be careful when driving, especially this evening and tonight. We are expecting widespread heavy rainfall with more thunderstorms possible in the overnight hours. Cooler weather moves in for the rest of the day tomorrow, and we also see some snow chances for the beginning of next week. So for the rest of the day, expect dry start, widespread heavy rain coming in this afternoon that will last through the night. And we'll be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now there.
Welcome back. Once again, today we are looking to see widespread heavy rainfall starting this afternoon and lasting tonight, with a few scattered showers lingering tomorrow morning, but we will dry out tomorrow. Sunday, it gets a lot cooler. There is a chance to see a few lake effect snow showers, especially north of the Mohawk Valley, although Mohawk Valley and Southern Valleys can be seeing a little bit of some light snow showers as well, and that lingers just a little bit into Monday morning. But we do get a lot cooler starting next week. Tomorrow, we will be in the 50s to start with still some rain, but once that rain clears out and that cold front moves through, we will really drop in temperature throughout the rest of the day, reaching the 40s by the evening. Just near 40 degrees for Sunday, and a few lake effect rain and snow showers are possible throughout the day on Sunday. So here is the chance of snow. This is starting at Sunday, 7 a.m. Definitely up north seeing some snow chances, especially up in the Tug Hill region. Then we look here, Mohawk Valley, even south of Mohawk Valley, south of Utica. It does look like we could be seeing some light snow showers Sunday into Monday, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. As those living along the Florida coast take stock of the damage left behind by Hurricane Nicole this morning, the storm continues to churn and is unleashing what it has left as it moves up the coast. Nicole made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, but is now once again a tropical storm. NBC's Jay Gray is in Jensen Beach, Florida, with more.
Crashing the shoreline in the early morning hours, Hurricane Nicole continuing a violent attack that began long before landfall. For the better part of a full 24 hours, the massive system unleashing strong winds, rain, the storm surge in some areas as much as 6 feet, chewing away protective sand dunes. Erosion started by Hurricane Ian, made much worse by Nicole. The water rushing across roads and into homes and businesses, seawalls crumbling, structures too, others dangling near the water's edge.
Mother Nature's unbelievable.
In so many ways. By the afternoon here in Jensen Beach, sunshine with patchy clouds. All of the rain, the wind is just about gone. The heavy surf here, the only reminder of the storm.
We have about another tidal cycle or two until we should see things back to normal.
As normal as things can be in the wake of back-to-back storms. Jay Gray, NBC News, Jensen Beach, Florida.
And a new weather satellite is now orbiting Earth from space following its launch from California. The equipment supports essential forecasts for extreme weather events and will feed daily weather models as well as monitor climate change. It is possible that the technology could be developed to make it to Mars or even Venus. Wow. The time now 6:14, still ahead on Sunrise. More.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out mild, very warm this morning in comparison to the past couple of mornings, but today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to heavy rainfall we are going to be seeing later on. So let's take a look now at the Caffey Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Cloudy skies to start. We are dry, so it is a warm, nice morning to kind of take a walk or do whatever you need to do. Definitely get that done this morning because around noon, maybe a little bit after, that's when some rain starts to come in, and we are going to be seeing widespread heavy rainfall through tonight. So heading out the door, I would definitely grab the umbrella and the rain jacket in preparation for that rain that does look to come in this afternoon and really be heavy during the evening commute. So that is why we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. This is all due to the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. This could cause some ponding on the roadways as well as localized flooding just due to the amount of rain that we are looking to get. After that moves through, a cold front then approaches from the west overnight. That is a whole separate system. That brings in some more showers, heavy rain at times, and thunderstorms and gusty winds are also possible with that cold front. So all in all, it does look like we are going to be receiving 1 to 2 inches widespread of rain. Could be a little bit more, especially the western part of our viewing area, because that is where the track of the Tropical Storm Nicole does look to take. It does look like the heavier rain will dump to our west. So heading out the door this morning, you should be fine. Cloudy, very mild, dry to start. It is going to be a mild day today, but heavy rain looks to come in starting this afternoon. Heaviest between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. Could be some ponding on the roadways as well as localized flooding issues. But once again, starting off dry this morning, this is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. I am going to zoom out to show you this is the low pressure system associated with the tropical storm. That is going to dump some heavy rain in our area this afternoon through tonight. We do get a few breaks after 7, 8 p.m., but then that cold front approaches overnight. That brings another round of heavy rain, gusty winds, and a few thunderstorms. So let's map that out on the SkyCast. Once again, dry to start, cloudy and mild. Just around noon, maybe a little bit after, we are starting to see some showers moving in from the south at this point. It does get very heavy for the rest of the day. 4:30 p.m., very heavy and widespread at this point. Same thing at 6:30 p.m. We are seeing a few breaks, but still very heavy in some spots. We do look to see a break in the later hours of tonight, maybe around 9, 10 p.m. But then that cold front approaches. This is 2:30 a.m., seeing another round of heavy rain moving through, gusty winds associated, and a few thunderstorms are possible as well. We look to completely dry out Saturday morning. We are starting out warm on Saturday. The high temperature will happen in the morning, and then we will gradually cool down for the rest of the day on Saturday with dry conditions. So for today, expect a warm start, dry, then that widespread heavy rain comes in, very heavy for the evening, and another round of heavy rain tonight due to that cold front from the west. So there are 2 separate systems affecting us today. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to localized flooding that could be possible, as well as ponding on the roadways. Lingers a little bit into tomorrow morning, but we do dry out and really cool down for some snow chances, Gary.
And today might be the last 60-degree day we could see in a while.
It looks like it, even looking ahead to the long range, it looks like it will be below average for temperatures for at least a little bit.
Winter's coming.
Winter's here.
Hannah, thanks. January 28th, 1980 again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And our November to remember about to take a turn, right?
Yes, so we have been very warm, but we will be warm today. Coming up this end of the weekend into next week, we look to be below average, so it looks to get cold again, and it looks like the snow is going to come in.
Yeah, so above average, below average.
Yes,
somewhere.
it goes from 70 to 30.
Yeah.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. We are starting out very mild. Dry and cloudy to start, so if you have to do anything today, I would definitely recommend getting it done before noon. We have 50 degrees in Clinton, 51 degrees in Inlet, and looking to the south, still in the 40s and 50s, 50 degrees in Hartwick and Cooperstown, 48 degrees in Milford. But today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall. This is going to be from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. We could be seeing some ponding on the roadways as well as localized flooding. It is going to be the heaviest between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m., so that's for the evening commutes. Just be careful when driving. It looks to end around 9, 10 p.m., kind of start to taper off, but a cold front moves through from the west, a completely separate system that brings in another round of heavy rain and a few thunderstorms possible overnight. So today we are going to be seeing widespread heavy rainfall through the afternoon and evening. Thunderstorms are also possible tonight, along with gusty winds and a few more rounds of heavy rain. Everything looks to end tomorrow, but that's when cooler weather does look to come in, as well as some snow chances for the end of the weekend and beginning of next week. So for today, we are going to be mild, but widespread heavy rainfall. We are tracking that for the afternoon and evening, and I will be talking a little bit more about that coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2.
Welcome back. Something cool that was sent in to me this morning by Julie O'Brien. There was a lunar halo around the moon. This usually happens when the light from the moon reflects or retracts from ice crystals that are in cirrus clouds, cirrus stratus clouds. And what's cool about this is this usually happens when there's upcoming unsettled weather like rain or storm systems. And that is because cirrus clouds, cirrus stratus clouds, they usually come before the rain or the storm system is going to approach. So if you did see that this morning, it's something cool to see. Usually means that unsettled weather is on the horizon, which it is because today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We have widespread heavy rainfall in the forecast starting around noon, maybe a little bit after is when we start seeing some rain. It becomes its heaviest between the hours of 5 to 6 p.m. Could be seeing some ponding on the roadways as well as flooding issues tonight. And a few thunderstorms are also possible tonight. That's due to a whole separate thing. That's due to a cold front that moves in from the west. So we are going to be seeing heavy rain today from Tropical Storm Nicole, and then a cold front moves through tonight, bringing in another round of heavy rain and a few thunderstorms. So just a reminder not to drive through any floodwaters. It can ruin your car, but if there is ponding on the roadways, just drive through it very carefully. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. This year's Rockefeller Center
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out dry and very mild this morning, but things are going to change today. We are expecting widespread heavy rain. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Cloudy to start. This is in preparation for some rain that is approaching us, and this rain that we are going to be seeing is from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. So I would definitely grab that umbrella as I am heading out the door, as well as that rain jacket. The rain looks to start around noon, but it doesn't look to get heavy until later around 4:30, 5 p.m. It is going to be very heavy for the evening commute. That is why we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Widespread heavy rainfall comes in from Tropical Storm Nicole. Could cause some ponding on the roadways as well as localized flooding. It looks to taper off tonight, but then another round of heavy rain approaches us as well as a few thunderstorms, and that is from a totally different system. That is from a cold front that will be moving through from the west. Overall, we're expecting about 1 to 2 inches of rain widespread. It could get a little bit heavier to our western portion. That is due to just the track of Tropical Storm Nicole. So we could be seeing a little bit heavier rain to the western portion of our viewing area. But overall, 1 to 2 inches can be expected. That's enough to cause some flooding issues and some ponding on the roadways. So this morning, Nala can clearly see her neighbor. The commute this morning should be fine. It's going to be cloudy and warm, dry at this point. But by the afternoon, definitely visibility could be an issue, seeing that heavy rain, the ponding on the roadways, so just be careful of that. Today's featured Nala's neighbors are Benny, Bix, and Bo. If you do want to be a part of this, you can go over to my Facebook page under my featured post and comment pictures of your cat. I do different cats every day. Today's Benny, Bix, and Bo, Nala's neighbors today. We are dry starting out this morning on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but once I said again, we are going to be seeing seeing some heavy rain come in from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. That will happen around noon, and that will last tonight. We will dry out a little bit, and then that cold front approaches us from the west, bringing in another round of heavy rain, possibly a few thunderstorms, and that looks to be between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. early tomorrow morning. So we are starting out dry around noon, starting to see a few showers at this point, not widespread yet or not heavy, but for the evening commute, this is 4:30 p.m., widespread and heavy at this time. 6:30 p.m., still seeing heavier parts. We are starting to see a few breaks, and then we will be seeing breaks in this rain around 10 p.m. tonight. Another round of rain does move through. That's due to that cold front from the west. That brings in a few thunderstorms along with gusty winds and completely dry out tomorrow. We will start out warm tomorrow, but then temperatures will continue to decrease throughout the day, and we do get a lot cooler for the end of the weekend. So for today, expect dry conditions to start, then widespread heavy rain comes in, and it really gets heavy for the evening commute, and another round of rain and thunderstorms are possible overnight tonight. So once again, Storm Tracker 2 alert day today due to widespread heavy rainfall, causing some flooding issues, possibly some ponding on the roadways for the evening commute. We dry out tomorrow and really cool down for some snow chances for the beginning of next week. We'll be right back.
Joining us on this Veterans Day, I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And it'll be dry out this morning, but definitely some rain for lunch and dinner if you do take the veterans out.
Yes, so the rain looks to start around noon, but it looks to get very heavy between the hours of 4 and 6, so for the evening commute, so definitely be careful.
Very careful.
Yes, because there could be some ponding on the roadways as well as some localized flooding. So here's a look if you are heading out the door this morning. We are starting out dry, mild, and cloudy. Temperatures at this point are in the 40s and 50s, so very mild compared to the past couple of mornings. But for the afternoon and even the evening, we are expecting widespread heavy rainfall, possibly causing some flooding issues and ponding on the roadways. And then after that, we will start to taper off around 9-10 p.m. Another round of rain comes through due to a cold front that is moving through. That could bring some thunderstorms as well. And we'll be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. We turn now to Decision 20 of the damage left behind by Hurricane Nicole this morning. The storm continues to churn and is unleashing what it has left as it moves up the coast. Nicole made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, but is now once again a tropical storm. NBC's Jay Gray is in Jensen Beach, Florida, with more.
Crashing the shoreline in the early morning hours, Hurricane Nicole continuing a violent attack that began long before landfall. For the better part of a full 24 hours, the massive system unleashing strong winds, rain, the storm surge in some areas as much as 6 feet, chewing away protective sand dunes. Erosion started by Hurricane Ian, made much worse by Nicole. The water rushing across roads and into homes and businesses, seawalls crumbling, structures too, others dangling near the water's edge.
Mother Nature's unbelievable.
In so many ways. By the afternoon here in Jensen Beach, sunshine with patchy clouds. All of the rain, the wind is just about gone. The heavy surf here, the only reminder of the storm.
We have about another tidal cycle or two until we should see things back to normal.
As normal as things can be in the wake of back-to-back storms. Jay Gray, NBC News, Jensen Beach, Florida.
And so far, the death toll stands at 2 in Florida due to Hurricane Nicole. The damage is pretty intense in some spots. This is what it looks like in New Smyrna Beach. This is about 150 miles north of where Jay Gray was just. Homes along the ocean leveled and retaining walls collapsed. While some homes are destroyed, others went untouched. Many of these same areas were still getting over damage from Hurricane Ian just a few weeks ago. Well, there are a number of things happening today in honor of our local
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. Today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall that looks to start this afternoon and last through the night. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. Overlooking the city of Utica, we are starting out dry, mild, and cloudy, so if you do want to get anything done today, I would recommend going out this morning. But I would grab the umbrella and the rain jacket definitely for this afternoon and this evening. The rain looks to come in at around noon, but doesn't look to get heavy until the evening commute around 4 to 6 p.m. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to this widespread heavy rainfall. It is due to the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. Localized flooding is also possible, as well as ponding on the roadways. This looks to taper off by tonight, 10-11 p.m. But then a whole different system, a cold front from the west, approaches us. That brings in another round of heavy rain, along with a few thunderstorms also possible. That looks to be overnight between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. Overall, we're expecting about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. That is enough to cause some flooding issues, and our western portion of our viewing area could be seeing a little bit more. That's just due to the path of the tropical storm. It does look to dump heavier rain to the west. So this morning, Nala can clearly see her neighbors. Our featured neighbors are Benny, Binks, and Bo. It is cloudy and warm to start. Should be fine commuting, but visibility may be obstructed later this afternoon as we do see heavy rain along with ponding on the roadways. If you do want to be a part of this, you can head over to my Facebook page under my pinned posts and post a comment of your cats under there. We are dry this morning on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but once again, we will see heavy rain due to the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole. After that tapers off, that cold front will move through, and that will bring in another round of heavy rain. So let's take a look at that on the Skycast. Starting out dry, but just around noon, that's when we start to see some rain creeping in from the south. 4:30 p.m. It is very heavy at this point. Definitely be careful for the evening commute. Could be seeing some ponding on the roadways. 6:30 p.m. still heavy. Starting to see a few breaks, and we do look to see some breaks around 10-11 p.m. Then that cold front approaches. That moves through, bringing in another round of rain, possibly a few thunderstorms, but we do dry out tomorrow. Our warm temperature will happen in the morning tomorrow, and then we will gradually cool down for the day tomorrow with cooler weather coming in for the end of the weekend and next week. So we are starting out dry, widespread heavy rain today. Localized flooding is possible, as well as ponding on the roadways, with a few thunderstorms possible overnight as well. So today has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to the possibility of flooding and ponding on the roadways due to this widespread heavy rainfall from Tropical Storm Nicole and from another cold front. We do dry out tomorrow and cool down next week.
Yes, the images that continue to come in from Florida are horrific. It was a hurricane when it hit Florida's Atlantic coast late Wednesday night. It quickly became a tropical storm as it passed through Florida and up to Georgia. And now the remnants of what is left of Nicole are on our doorstep. And this system is expected to bring us a lot of rain. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us now to start things off with the latest on Nicole's arrival. Good afternoon to you.
At this point, most of us are mostly dry still, but as we can see, the rain is kind of coming in from the south at this point. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain is slowly moving in to our western portions first. It is coming in from the south, and these are just the remnants from what was Hurricane Nicole. We are expecting to see heavy widespread rain, especially between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. Just be careful when driving. Maybe seeing some ponding on the roadways, along with some localized flooding issues. But we are very mild today, according to our sky watchers. Most of us in the 60s. We have 62 degrees in Cassville, Ilion, 65 degrees in Clinton. And tomorrow we do look to dry out. The rain lasts a little bit into tomorrow morning. We will dry out with our high temperature happening in the morning. We really cool down tomorrow night, and we remain cool for Sunday and the rest of the week, with some chances of some snow even in the forecast for Sunday. So for the rest of the day, expect it to be raining. It's going to get a little bit breezy as well. The heaviest of rain between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. And then we'll be talking a little bit more about this coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And on the opposite end of that, yes, a blizzard. Bismarck, North Dakota is experiencing its first blizzard of the season. About 18 inches of snow are forecast for areas around Bismarck, shutting down schools and shutting down travel for so many people out there. Well, on this Veterans Day, wreath layings and memorials are
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy rainfall that is going to be coming in within the next hour or so. So let's take a look now at our Cooperstown camera, our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Cooperstown. We are seeing cloudy skies. It is starting to get just a little bit breezy. You can see that flag blowing. Still dry at this point, but we are tracking this rain right on our doorstep. So today we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. This is due to our widespread heavy rainfall. It is going to be heaviest between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m., which is the evening commute. So there could be some problems when driving home, especially ponding on the roadways. Localized flooding is also possible tonight. And even after this rain from the remnants of Nicole move through, we are going to dry out for a little bit, but then the cold front approaches from the west. That will bring in another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms possible overnight around the hours between 2 and 4 a.m. So overall, we're looking at 1 to 2 inches widespread from both of these events, from the remnants of the cold and from that cold front. It does look like we could be seeing a little bit more rain in our western portion of our area, just due to the track that Nicole is taking. Could get some heavier rain just to our west. So as you are heading out the door for this afternoon, or if you're going anywhere right now, at this point we are still dry. Nala can clearly see her 3 neighbors. It is Benny, Binks, and Bo. We are starting to see this rain developing. It is kind of moving in from the south and from the west. By the evening, though, it is going to be very tricky. Visibility may be limited, and there may be some ponding on the roadways with this heavy rain. So just be careful of that. If you do want to be a part of this, entering your cat into this, you can go over to my Facebook page, look under my featured posts, and comment pictures of your cat under there. I do a different one every day. So right now, we are tracking this rain right on our doorstep on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. I am going to zoom out to show you all this rain that's coming in from the remnants of Nicole. That's the low pressure system down there, and once this all moves through tonight, 10-11 p.m., this looks to end. A cold front will approach from the west, and that will bring in another round of heavy rain, possibly even some thunderstorms as well. So let's map that out on our Skycast. Right now, starting to see some showers moving into our west. All of us are going to be seeing widespread rain today. This is 4:30 p.m., heavy at times. 6:30 p.m., still seeing heavy rain at this point. Ponding may be an issue on the roadways, and we do look to dry out by 10-11 p.m. from this system. Then the cold front moves in from our west. That brings in another round of rain, possibly some thunderstorms. This is 3 a.m. At this point, it is very heavy once again. All of this does come to an end tomorrow morning early. We start out with our high temperature in the morning tomorrow. Then throughout the day, we will gradually cool down to temperatures reaching the 40s by tomorrow evening. So today, our high temperatures in the mid-60s. Heavy rain is possible for the rest of the day, along with breezy conditions. And as for tonight, another round of heavy rain is going to move through due to that cold front coming in from the west. Overnight lows are only in the 50s, though. So just be careful when driving around, especially for the hours between 4 and 6 p.m., even 2 to 4 a.m. this morning if you are going to be, or tomorrow morning if you are going to be driving during that time. Flooding is possible along with ponding on the roadways. The showers linger a little bit into Saturday, but we do dry out Saturday and really cool down for some snow chances next week, Gary.
Be careful tonight, though.
Yes, definitely between 4 and 6 p.m., I'll say.
Hannah, thank you. President Biden has arrived from Ukraine. Well, time now for a first look at the weather. In this half hour, once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
At this point, we are starting to see some lighter rain move in, but the heaviest of rain is looking to be between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. Let's take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The rain is coming in from the west at this point. That is kind of the path of Nicole. The heavier rain will go to our western portion of our viewing area, but all of us are going to be seeing widespread heavy rainfall coming in today, and that definitely is looking to be between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. So just be careful for ponding on the roadways and watch out for any localized flooding issues. We are very mild today, according to our Skywatchers. Most of us are in the 60s. We have 65 degrees in Clinton and 64 degrees in Otego. After this rain moves through today, we'll linger a little bit into tomorrow, but we will really start to cool down tomorrow. The high temperature starts in the morning. We will dry out and cool down to be in the 40s by the evening, and we will remain just around 40 for Sunday with a few chances of some lake effect snow showers in the Mohawk Valley and north. But as for the rest of the day, we are tracking widespread heavy rainfall that will continue through tonight, and I will be talking a little bit more about this alert day coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. As it continues to churn and is unleashing what it has left as it moves up the coast, and it's about on our doorstep right now. Nicole made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, but is now again a tropical storm. NBC's Jay Gray is in Jensen Beach, Florida, with more.
Crashing the shoreline in the early morning hours, Hurricane Nicole continuing a violent attack that began long before landfall. For the better part of a full 24 hours, the massive system unleashing strong winds, rain, the storm surge in some areas as much as 6 feet, chewing away protective sand dunes. Erosion started by Hurricane Ian, made much worse by Nicole. The water rushing across roads and into homes and businesses, seawalls crumbling, structures too, others dangling near the water's edge.
Mother Nature's unbelievable.
In so many ways. By the afternoon here in Jensen Beach, sunshine with patchy clouds. All of the rain, the wind is just about gone. The heavy surf here, the only reminder of the storm.
We have about another tidal cycle or two until we should see things back to normal.
As normal as things can be in the wake of back-to-back storms. Jay Gray, NBC News, Jensen Beach, Florida.
Here at home, the Utica University Concert Band and Choir will honor
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We have issued a storm tracker to alert day for today because we are going to be seeing widespread rain, and it is going to get heavy this evening. Let's take a look now at our Utica National camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. Dry in Cooperstown at this point. We are just seeing cloudy skies. The breeze is picking up a little bit. We can see the flag blowing here. And once again, we have issued a storm tracker to alert day today due to widespread heavy rainfall. The timing of the heaviest rain looks to be between 4 and 6 p.m., so that's during the evening commute. There could be some ponding on the roadways as well as some localized flooding overnight tonight. Thunderstorms are also possible overnight. This is due to a cold front. So we are going to be seeing the remnants of Nicole move through now through tonight. That is going to be this widespread heavy rainfall this evening. Then there is a cold front approaching from the west that looks to come in by around 2 to 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and that brings another round of some heavier rain and possibly a few thunderstorms. So total rainfall looks to be 1 to 2 inches widespread. Areas to our west could be seeing a little bit more than 2 inches because that looks where it is going to be raining the heaviest just due to the track of what Nicole is doing at this point. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, the remnants are right on our doorstep. They are approaching from the south and from the west. The rain is not heavy at this point. We're just seeing moderate rain showers to our west, including Utica, and we are going to continue to see this rain turn widespread for the rest of the afternoon and evening. So here's a radar and satellite showing the low pressure system is to our south. The remnants are going to be in our area, and we are going to be seeing heavy rainfall throughout the rest of the day because of this. This does look to end around 10-11 p.m. tonight. Then that cold front moves through from the west. That moves in around 2 to 4 a.m., bringing in another round of heavy rain and possibly a few thunderstorms. That is why we issued an alert day. We could be seeing some flooding issues because of this and ponding on the roadways, especially for the evening commute today. So on our Skycast, starting to see that rain move in at this point. We are going to be seeing widespread heavy rain for the evening. This is 4:30 p.m. at this point, widespread and heavy. 6:30 p.m., still some spots of some heavy rain, and it does look to kind of dry out by 10-11 p.m. But once again, that cold front approaches us from the west. That brings in another round of heavy rain, possibly a few thunderstorms. This is 3 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m. looks to be the timing of that. Then we look to completely clear out for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, our high temperature will happen in the morning. Throughout the day, we will get gradually cooler, reaching the 40s by tomorrow evening. A few peaks of sunshine, but otherwise dry and mostly cloudy. So for the rest of the today, expect the rain to get heavy at times, a little bit breezy as well. I would definitely just be careful when driving. And even if you are driving anywhere overnight between the hours of 2 to 4 p.m., definitely be careful of that because another round of heavy rain looks to come in. Ponding on the roadways is possible, as well as localized flooding. We do see a few showers linger tomorrow morning, but then we do dry out for the day tomorrow. We really start to cool down for this week and see a few chances of snow on the forecast, Gary.
I see that.
I'm not happy about it.
Hey, it is November and a lot of snow lovers out there, so they are definitely looking forward to it.
Yes, and we were in the 70s for last weekend, so it's fine.
Yeah, give and take. Hannah, thanks. It is the story of an engagement ring believed to be lost in last week's tornadoes in Texas. Well, now it's back with its owners and bringing a little light to an area that's been devastated. Katie Blakey shows us how the ring was reunited with the couple.
That's coming this way, Barry. Get in here.
When a tornado hit Lamar County Friday night, Dakota Hudson and Lauren Patterson feared they would not survive.
You know, we could feel the house start lifting up around us. We could hear the creaking and breaking.
When they emerged from their bathroom, everything around them was gone.
Looking at this destruction, it's hard to fathom how anybody could survive it.
Also gone, the engagement ring Dakota had just purchased to surprise Lauren.
The term needle in a haystack doesn't come close to what we were looking at.
Enter the Paris Junior College softball team. The ladies stopped by Tuesday to offer help, and when they heard about the missing ring,
I basically made my mind up that I was going to find the ring.
outfielder Kate Rainey spent hours searching until there it was, a little miracle buried in the mud.
I couldn't believe they found it. I thought I was going to pass out when Dakota started walking up to me with the ring.
Though it's not the proposal he'd planned, for Dakota, there was no better moment.
It was the light in a very dark moment, and it still is a very dark moment, but this has given us a reason to breathe and smile a little.
And something for their community to celebrate too.
Katie Blakey
is off tonight. It's an alert day. Meteorologist Eric Gage is tracking widespread rain across the region. Now, more rain throughout the evening and still into the overnight. You got yourself a busy day, don't you, Eric?
Yes. Well, the good news is we're not tracking the worst of the rainfall. That is currently west of us, so the latest models did actually move it further out west toward the area. But still, the cause for concern is locally heavy rainfall ponding on roadways. Just generally your evening commute as well as commuting for tonight on the rainy side. So it is an alert day. Heavy rainfall is possible tonight as a cold front pushes through. Localized flooding is possible. Even a chance of a thunderstorm or two that is trended on the more unlikely side. Now, taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar, zooming out a little bit, we can see exactly the remnants of her tropical storm Nicole. That is moving its way up towards the north. And then a cold front is arriving from the west. That'll bring our rain showers for tonight. Some could be on the heavier side, and along with that, some cooler temperatures. Now, along with this rainfall, not seeing a lot of very windy conditions, still a little bit breezy, wind speeds between 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tonight, these rain showers do continue cooling down into the 50s, and a big cool down is expected for the start of the work week next week. Those details and more are coming up. Back over to you.
Eric, thank you. There's a growing problem in Rome. Drug addiction and mental illness plague.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. This Veterans Day is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for some lingering showers from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole moving its way up towards the north. In fact, taking a look at our Utica National Cooperstown camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown right now, still seeing some wetness on the roadways right now. This is all due to a lot of the widespread rainfall on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 top of the radar. Zooming out a little bit, we can see exactly where the center of low pressure is. The wind is no longer a big concern with this. The winds have been weakening. Still, some wind gusts reaching the 10 to 15 mile per hour range are possible, especially before this cold front moves through. So this is the current trend of where the system is. This will gradually move its way up towards the north. You could be seeing a break in the rainfall, especially if you're in the southern valleys so far this evening, as rain showers do move up towards the north, and then additional rain showers from the west move its way out towards the area for tonight. So what are the headlines? Widespread rainfall this evening. A cold front will bring additional rain showers moving through later tonight. The timing right around at 3 to 4 a.m. And along with that, a big change in the temperature as we head into the earlier part of the work week next week. We're talking rainfall accumulation for the most part, looking at between ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch for most areas for this evening. As a cold front moves through, this one some rainfall accumulations will reach the 1 inch mark for some areas further out towards the west. The good news is a lot of that heavier rainfall has stayed west of us, so we're still seeing some significant accumulations, but the risk for flooding is on the low side. And in fact, after this front moves through, taking a look at our weekend forecast, could be seeing an AM shower for tomorrow morning, temperatures on the mild side. Those temperatures cool down throughout the rest of Saturday. You could be seeing some lake effect clouds for Sunday, along with some rainfall and even the possibility of some flurries. Highs for that day only reaching the lower 40s. Now, on our radar and satellite composite, as a cold front pushes through, we're seeing this cold air drag in from the very big dip in the jet stream. Could be just seeing some lingering showers tomorrow evening, and after that, looking at some snow flurries on the forecast. So our skycast for tonight, still seeing some widespread showers, drying out a little bit for this evening, and then the cold front pushes through. This is our highest chance of seeing some heavier rain showers. This is a very strong cold front. Still seeing mild temperatures this morning in the 60s. As that cold front pushes through, we are going to be gradually cooling down throughout the day tomorrow. Still seeing mostly cloudy skies with a chance of a light sprinkle. And then heading into tomorrow evening into tomorrow night, additional rain, scattered rain showers as we head into Sunday morning. Still seeing a chance for some flurries, some lake effect flurries to move through, cooling down into the 30s for the start of the work week next week. So for tonight, a low of 56 degrees, some lingering rain showers, and for tomorrow, rain does develop for the morning and then drying out by the afternoon. Looking at some more cooler temperatures on the horizon. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast. Not only is it cooling down, it's cooling down quite a bit as we head into Sunday and Monday. A chance for some lake effect clouds, as well as some rain showers and sprinkles or flurries, and then dry weather on Tuesday. And we turn to rain showers and snow for Wednesday and Thursday, possibly a nor'easter on the horizon. But I think the big picture here, too, is...
Whoa.
I know, it's already...
The end nor'easter? Really? Well, okay. It's a little early.
It's a little early, but I think the big story, the temperatures in the 30s.
Yeah, not ready for
going
it.
Down.
But we've been lucky. All right, thanks, buddy. In Florida, at least four people are dead after Hurricane Nicole made landfall early yesterday. That system has been downgraded, of course, as we know, to a tropical depression, but it's still packing a punch. We're finding that out today, right? Jay Gray has the latest on the situation from hard-hit Hutchinson Island.
The remnants of Nicole continue to cause problems, high winds and heavy rains as the system pushes through Georgia and the Carolinas, targeting the East Coast. While back in Florida, a day after the Category 1 hurricane crossed the shoreline, the damage is overwhelming. Communities and the nerves of those who rode out the storm wrecked.
I thought this whole friggin' building was going to come down. And there's all these beams here. We're on the bottom floor. I had no clue.
Remnants of homes and lives torn apart, scattered for miles. Along the shoreline, the violent storm surge tearing away foundations. Demolition crews now being called in to tear down the condos and other buildings deemed unsafe and unable to be saved. While in other areas, teams are trying to restore and piece together whatever they can. The recovery effort here along the Treasure Coast nonstop right now, repairing power lines that were pulled down and replenishing the dunes that were ravaged by the storm.
We lost mass amounts of dunes, so getting this prepared and put back to a safe manner is important.
With a king tide that will bring waves several feet higher than normal, expected by the end of the month. Jay Gray, NBC News, Hutchinson Island, Florida.
Coming up, the CDC reports flu cases are up months before peak season. So one of the things I want to tell you about, the weather. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of rain right now. Let's get right over to meteorologist Eric Gage standing by, and your radar lit up tonight.
Yes, we're seeing a lot of widespread rain showers. For the most part, generally seeing accumulations in the ½ to 3/4 of an inch. Some areas a little bit less, but the big story is just more widespread rain. The chance for the possibility of some localized flooding, especially for tonight. Now, for right now, looking at things drying out a little bit, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, seeing some rain showers move their way up towards the north. And we're not keeping an eye on this. We're keeping an eye on this front further out towards the west. You can see this on a line of showers right here. This is a cold front. Now, a lot of these showers are moving along it, which is called the training. Now, this will move its way out towards our area as we head into tonight, timing around 3 and 4 p.m. And along with those rain showers, the possibility of some ponding on roadways, as well as maybe some localized flooding. Now, along with that cold front, we start to cool down. And for this weekend, looking at rain showers to start out for Saturday, especially in the morning, but take a look at Sunday night, especially for later on Sundays and Sunday night. The chance of seeing some lake effect snow showers along with flurries possible as the winds do shift their way from the north down towards the west. But for tonight, we're cooling down into the mid-50s with lingering rain showers. Some of them could be on the heavier side as that cold front moves through. And as I said before, cooler temperatures on the way. A look at that forecast and more is coming up. Back over to you.
Eric, we'll check back in with you in a bit. It's Friday. That means another edition of Sports Express coming your way tonight at 11 o'clock.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. The remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole are moving through our area for this evening. With that brings some rain showers, a little bit gusty winds, not as windy to make it a status of a tropical storm at this point. In fact, it's weakened quite tremendously. Taking a look at our Caviar Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica, you can barely see it. The camera's shaking a little bit. Some gusty winds here and there, wind gusts relatively between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Not a big concern, but still looking at some widespread rain showers on a Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Zooming out a little bit, see the extent of what's left of Tropical Storm Nicole. The leftovers continuing to move its way up towards the north, and that will be the case at least until tonight. A little bit of break in the rain showers, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. You can see the areas near Chenango County and Otsego County seeing some light rain, even more dry conditions as those heavier rain showers are continuing to push its way up towards the north. Now after that, this cold front pushes through from the west, and this is our chance to see some more significant rain showers, as well as a possibility of localized flooding and ponding on roadways. So our weather headlines for this evening: widespread rainfall does continue. The cold front that brings additional rain showers that move through later on tonight. The timing looking to be between 3 and 4 a.m. And after that, big changes in the weather temperature-wise, along with chances for some snow showers. Taking a look at our sky watches this evening, on the mild side, but those temperatures are going to be cooling down into the 40s and eventually the 30s for some highs later on next week. In fact, seeing temperatures pretty consistent in the upper 50s, 59 degrees Richfield Springs, 59 degrees in Hartwick, and 56 degrees checking in Whitesboro. The story this weekend for your weekend forecast: could see an AM shower for your morning Saturday. High temperatures in the upper 50s with some mixture of clouds, mostly cloudy skies for the big story. We gradually cool down Saturday, and then snow showers do return more on the cloudy side for Sunday. Lake effect clouds move in with a chance for some rain and possible light flurries, as highs for the day reaching the upper 30s to low 40s, a cool remainder of the weekend. So radar and satellite composite, we're seeing what's left of Tropical Storm Nicole moving its way out towards the east. And along with that, it's moving along a cold front. Now this cold front can bring some more widespread, heavier rain showers for tonight. And that'll bring in much cooler temperatures and more drier weather. Still seeing the possibility of some gusty winds, especially tomorrow as those winds move just down through the Mohawk Valley. So our skycast for tonight, cooling down into the 60s and 50s for tonight. And you see right here, this cold front pushes through. This is our chance to get heavier rain showers, the timing between 3:30 and 4:30 in the morning. Now this, as it moves through, looking at more dry conditions to start out your Saturday morning. Still could see a lingering sprinkle, especially further out towards the west. Still some gusty winds, especially with those winds moving in from the west for tomorrow. And along with that, mostly cloudy skies and highs gradually cooling down throughout the day. Could see some rain showers tomorrow night, and then starting out your Sunday morning on the cool side. And looking at Sunday evening, take a look at this. Some lake effect snow clouds along with this could produce some light flurries along with rain showers. The weather pattern for the next several days does support the development of snow. So for tonight, low 56 degrees. Some areas get a little bit cooler, but mostly cloudy skies. Rain does continue tomorrow. Rain developing for the morning, drying out by the afternoon. And taking a look at our 7-day forecast, looking at cooler temperatures on the horizon. Monday highs only in the upper 30s with a chance of lake effect clouds, some light rain, and possibly some sprinkles. Dry weather on Tuesday, and then rain showers and snow could return Wednesday and Thursday of next week.
Kristen is off tonight. We're going to get to those stories and more in just a moment. But first, it is an alert day, so we want to get you right over to the Weather Center, where meteorologist Eric Gage is tracking the latest on today's rainstorms. Good evening, Eric. Good
evening, Jason. Yes, we're tracking some lingering rain showers moving through our area. The good news is a lot of those heavier showers are still sticking just west of us, but still we could see some more widespread heavier showers arrive later on tonight. So taking a look at our alert day graphic, looking at heavier rainfall for later on tonight, localized flooding is possible. Maybe a rumble of thunder too with these rain showers. Now, taking a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we're seeing dry air move in south of the Mohawk Valley right now. Areas in the southern valleys seeing lighter rain showers along with possibly even just dry conditions. Now, these heavier rain showers moving their way up towards the north. Zooming out a little bit, we're seeing this cold front from the west moving its way to our area later on tonight. This is what we're keeping an eye out for some heavier rain showers as they slowly push their way to the east later on tonight. The timing of it looking to be between 3 and 4 a.m. tonight. So The remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole bringing some gusty winds, nothing too serious, but looking at wind gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour, wind speeds generally in the 5 to 10 mile per hour range. And for tonight, still seeing some rain showers, cooling down into the 50s, warming up for the start of the day tomorrow. And then cooler weather is on the horizon, cooling down into the 30s possibly by the middle week of next week. Those details and more are coming up. Back over to you.
Eric, thank you. New at 6, a Utica man is under arrest.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. This Veterans Day is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for some widespread rain showers arriving later on tonight. Some could be on the heavier side and produce possible localized flooding. So we're taking a live look at our Cavia Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Still seeing mostly wet conditions across central New York so far, as taking a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Drier air is moving its way just south of the Mohawk Valley, still moving just areas to the east of Utica. And more heavier showers still in the North Country right now. This is gradually moving its way up towards the north with the leftovers of Tropical Storm Nicole gradually moving its way to the north this evening and tonight. The big story, however, is this cold front that is also bordering what's left of this tropical storm, moving its way out towards the east. Now, this will bring the possibility of some heavier rain showers tonight, with accumulations nearing an inch total in some areas. So, weather headlines for tonight: widespread rainfall this evening. A cold front brings additional rain showers later on tonight, and some of those could be on the heavier side. Even a rumble of thunder or two is possible as it moves its way east. And after that cold front, we had a cold front last week. It brought us some cooler temperatures, but this cold front will be cooling things down even a lot more, with highs for the next week could be reaching the upper 30s for the very cold start to the work week. So our wind speed right now, we're keeping an eye on what's on the system moving through our area right now. Still seeing some gusty winds, wind speeds between 10 to 15 miles per hour just south of the Mohawk Valley. Now this will gradually move its way up towards the north, and still seeing some gusty winds. Not a big concern. The only big concern right now is the heavier rainfall. So this rainfall moves through later on tonight, and so for your weekend forecast for Saturday, expect some lingering showers in the morning. Temperatures gradually decreasing throughout the day on Saturday, and seeing some rain showers later on Saturday night before lake effect clouds move in by Sunday. A little bit cooler, highs only reaching the upper 30s to low 40s, and along with those clouds, we could be seeing some rain showers along with some flurries. So taking a look at our radar and satellite, we're seeing this front move its way out towards the east as this pushes through. Drier weather on the horizon, but that will bring in some more chances for some lake effect showers, especially as the wind direction it changes into the west. So breaking it all down on our Skycast for tonight, cooling down into the lower 60s to upper 50s. The warmer air will be bringing those lows still on the mild side. Enjoy those warmer temperatures because we're cooling down pretty quickly as we head into next week. The cold front pushes through, timing between 3 and 4 a.m. for tonight, and seeing those temperatures quickly cool down into the 50s. And throughout the day tomorrow, looking at temperatures gradually decreasing with mostly cloudy skies with a chance of a light sprinkle or two as we head into tomorrow night. Heading into Sunday, looking at breaks in the sunshine with along with a chance of seeing some lake effect clouds, and along with that, some possibility of some flurries. Accumulation still too early to call, but still could be seeing some snow showers to wrap up your Sunday. So for tonight, a low 56 degrees, rain showers in the forecast, continuing for tomorrow morning with rain developing for the morning and then drying out by the afternoon. Gradually cooling throughout the day tomorrow in our 7-day forecast. Dry weather heading into Tuesday, but rain showers and snow return for Wednesday and Thursday. Jason?
All right, Eric, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. We're going to go in Spencer live.
Jason has the evening off. Thank you for joining us. Here's what's making news tonight in your neighborhood this evening. It is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day, as it was quite the dreary day out there as the remnants of Hurricane Nicole moved through the Mohawk Valley today. So just how much rain did we get? Well, meteorologist Eric Gage is here with the answer. Eric, what are the totals from today looking like?
So right now, looking at totals in the ½ to 3/4 inch for some parts of the area. Further out towards the west, did see over an inch of rainfall. Taking a look at rainfall totals from the New York State Mesnet, over an inch of rain recorded in Camden, a little bit over 3/4 in Woodgate, as well as Old Forge, and just under ½ an inch in Herkimer in Westmoreland. Now, you're probably thinking those totals are still not high, but that's because a lot of the rainfall isn't done yet for tonight. Here's a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2. Doppler radar still seeing dry conditions with a few lingering sprinkles right now, but the big story right now is this cold front from the west moving its way up towards the east for tonight. This will bring in some locally heavy rainfall and some ponding on roadways. Generally not too much of a concern at this point, since most of the heavy rainfall did stick west of us for today. But for tonight, lows in the 50s. One of those weird nights. We're going to be warming up throughout the night tonight. Some areas could be lingering in the 60s, and then we cool down as we head into Monday and Sunday of later on tomorrow. And those details and more are coming up. Back over to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric. Well, tonight we are getting a better view of what's being called unprecedented damage along the eastern Florida coastline. Nicole is being blamed for at least 5 deaths, and now some Floridians who are still recovering from Ian are starting the effort all over again. Mike Valerio brings us the latest.
In the aftermath of what was once Hurricane Nicole, stunning scenes of dream homes collapsed onto the beach below. Some swept far out to sea.
I don't know. Honestly, just kind of shocked. So, still haven't really processed it.
At least 5 are dead, with police in Cocoa, Florida confirming one man lost his life after first responders tried to rescue him here. The man and his wife on their battered yacht during the height of the storm. The path of destruction is sweeping. Homes are seen teetering, and some seawalls that started washing away during Hurricane Ian gave way during Nicole.
I was hoping it would be a little bit better of a sight. I was hoping that just the 2 back bedrooms fell this morning, but it tore out the living room walls and the
area. The county manager saying the structural damage along the coastline is unprecedented. Homeowners dazed at the destruction.
It's just, it just almost doesn't seem real to see all this, even though it's a possibility living here.
After Nicole became a tropical depression, tornado watches extended from the Carolinas into Virginia. This as Florida assesses the remaining risk from this rare November storm. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
A Utica man is under arrest after
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. This Veterans Day has been pretty much rainy, at least for this evening, and in it tonight looking at mostly dry conditions. Here's a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Looking at mostly dry conditions right now. However, looking at some rain showers from a cold front approaching from the west. This will move into our area for tonight. Most of the rainfall from what is left of Tropical Storm Nicole has moved up towards the north, but still this cold front will bring additional rain showers. Some of these showers could be on the heavier side. So, weather headlines for tonight: a cold front will bring additional rain showers moving through later on. The timing looking to be between 3 and 4 a.m. for the most part. Big changes temperature-wise we head into later on this weekend, and we're also tracking the possibility of snow showers. So looking at the wind speeds right now, still not producing a lot of gusty winds, wind gusts between 10 to 15, even 15 to 20 miles per hour. But for the most part, looking at non-severe wind gusts from as this low pressure system from the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole have weakened. So a weekend forecast, looking at an AM shower possibly in the morning tomorrow. Temperatures starting out in the 50s and then cooling throughout the day tomorrow. And then after that, Sunday, more on the cloudy side. Lake effect clouds move into our area. And with these clouds brings the possibility of some rain showers, even a few flurries, especially later on in the day as those temperatures continue to fall, looking ahead towards a very chilly start to the work week next week. Radar and satellite, we're showing what is left of Tropical Storm Nicole move its way out towards the north, and a cold front arriving from the west. This is a pretty significant cold front as it pushes through, dragging in Arctic air from the north and temperatures in the upper atmosphere are favorable to develop snowfall, especially flurries in some elevations, especially for the earlier part of the weekend Sunday, and then cooling down even more, higher chances for snow showers as we start out the work week next week. So our skycast for tonight, warming up into the 60s by earlier on tomorrow morning, and this cold front pushes through, and then we're going to be cooling out throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures cooling down into the lower 50s to upper 40s, with mostly cloudy skies, a sprinkle or two. Rain showers arrive tomorrow night, and then clearing out once again. A chilly start to your Sunday morning, and then rain and snow showers can move in from lake effect as we head into Sunday evening. Still not looking a lot of accumulation, but we'll have updated numbers for you as we head into Saturday as well as Sunday. So for tonight, a low of 56 degrees, warming throughout the night tonight with a few rain showers, and tomorrow high 58 with rain in the morning and then drying out by the afternoon. Our 7-day forecast, looking at cooler temperatures over the next several days, a chance for some snow showers Sunday as well as earlier on Monday, dry on Tuesday, and then possibly a nor'easter moves into our area Wednesday and Thursday. Be right back.
The Herkimer County Prevention.
I'm Ben Kinney. Jason has the night off. Thank you for joining us. Here's what's making news tonight in your neighborhood. It was quite the dreary day out there today as the remnants of Hurricane Nicole moved through the Mohawk Valley. So just how much rain did we get? Well, meteorologist Eric Gage is here with the answer in the first look at your weather at 11. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Ben. Yes, we're still seeing some rain showers move through the area. Right now, we are currently in a dry spot as cold front moves through as we head into later on tonight. But here's a look at the total rainfall totals so far. Most of the rainfall has fallen west of our area for the most part. So the good news is a lot of those heavier rain showers that did produce some localized flooding for today have stayed west of us. Still saw over an inch of rain in Camden, just under a half an inch in Herkimer as well as Westmoreland, and just over 3/4 of an inch in Woodgate and Old Forge, as well as a little over half an inch in Lawrence as well as Springfield. And taking a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we're looking at dry conditions for the most part right now, but that will change as this cold front arrives from the west. This is what we're keeping an eye out for some heavier rain showers. And along with that, those temperatures are going to be rising tonight as an area of warmer air coming in from what is left of Tropical Storm Nicole. This area right here outlined is that warmer air, and that can cause some convection with these showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder with locally heavy rainfall. The biggest concern, but for tonight, cooling down into the 50s. Warming up into the 60s in some areas as those warmer temperatures do move through. We're also looking at cooler temperatures on the horizon. A look at that is coming up. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. It has been a rainy Veterans Day today, and for tonight, dry conditions moving in for the most part right now, but rain showers do return. Using a live look at our Caveat Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica, things are looking dry and quiet for right now across for most parts of our area, but things are going to be changing as this cold front from the west moves its way towards the east for later on tonight. The current timing of this front pushing through looks to be later on between 2 to 3 and between 3 and 4 a.m., especially in the eastern parts of our area. What is left of Tropical Storm Nicole bringing this very warm air into our area, so those temperatures will rise up tonight, especially in the eastern part of our areas into the lower 60s before we start to cool down for the remainder of the weekend. So the big story for this weekend, cooler temperatures. We start out in the 50s for tomorrow with a few lingering rain showers and then cooling down into the 40s by tomorrow evening. After that, lake effect clouds are in store for us on Sunday. Along with that, some rain showers and possible flurries with those clouds as we cool down with highs only reaching the upper 30s to low 40s. This is all due to this cold front pushing through. This will drag in some cooler temperatures, and along with that, the possibility of a lake effect clouds and snow to be in our forecast, at least for the near future. So on our skycast for tonight, cooling down into the 60s on the warm side for linger down into the 40s for tomorrow evening. So rain showers do move into our area by tomorrow night, and then heading into early Sunday, a chance for some snow showers to linger into our area. So for tonight, a low of 56 degrees with some rain showers, and tomorrow starting out with some rain, but looking ahead towards tomorrow evening, mostly dry. 7-day forecast, the big story, the cooler temperatures on the horizon, along with some chances for snow showers we had throughout some days of next week. Ben?
Thank you very much, Eric. Up next, it's the Friday night.